Hi there, Libra, and welcome back to Star-Lord is Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of February 2023. I went ahead, shuffle cards, lay them all out in the monthly format. We'll see what's going on for you. We'll start off with the overall energy and break it down week by week. So, Libra, your overall energy is the Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles in the upright position, which can indicate, this is what I call my little hoarder card, you're holding on too tightly to something. Now, I always recommend we sort of get this moving back upside down or inverted, because when it's in the upright position, this is like grasping almost too tightly on something, holding on to something that could be outdated. Now, this could be anything from a relationship to a home to a job to an old belief system. So remember, these are just general reads. Just take what makes sense to you. Now, sometimes we hold on to something because we don't want to give it up. It becomes like a security blanket sort of thing. So if it's a material item, say for example, your spouse is saying, hey, it's time to maybe sell that thing that you never drive anymore, you never use anymore. It's like, hey, let's get some cash for it and let's sell it. No, I don't want to let this go. It has sentimental value. I'm not letting go. When maybe you should, because let somebody else get great enjoyment out of it and you declutter, which is always good, because when we release ourselves from stuff, we open up the door to bring in new energy and new things into our lives. So sometimes this can be holding on to old belief systems that, no, I don't want to let go of this. It's like, this is what I've always believed, but maybe new belief systems are trying to, break your mind open and you're just refusing to see that. This could be holding on to a relationship that's no longer, bringing in what it used to bring in for you anymore, but you just don't want to let go of that person because, I don't know what the future is going to hold. And so you're just trying to hold on to it. Could be the same thing for a job, where we're just holding on to a job, even though we don't care for it anymore. We've outgrown it or something like that, but we're just holding on for dear life. We're just like, no, I don't want to leave my job. It's comfortable. Even though I don't like it anymore, it's comfortable. Well, you could be struggling with some of those issues this month. I believe it was Leo also got this card as well. So maybe that could be significant to some of you. But right in week 1, Libra, we have the Ten of Cups rooted down by the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Cups is about that sort of big happy family reunion. Perhaps some of you are attending a wedding or a family reunion or a get together, a big birthday party or something. Could be for your family member. It looks like it's going to be a happy occasion. You could be meeting somebody there that just sort of fills your heart and makes you feel like you're having that great emotional experience. And this could be even, maybe meeting somebody new and bringing them to an event that it just makes it feels so much better, because you're surrounded by family members, friends that you really hold dear and you just love them to pieces. And this new person you also have feelings for, and they're also in attendance, and everybody is loving your new person, and it's just sort of like the ultimate emotional experience. Or it could just be a reunion with the family again and having a really good time. Now, it's rooted down by the Ace of Pentacles in the upright position, which represents a new start, something new is being offered to you. Now, remember what I said about the Four of Pentacles, holding on too tightly to what you have. Could be grasping even maybe at your own financial, whatever you have, you don't want to let go of it in order to invest something, and maybe an investment opportunity comes up. This could be investment in real estate. It could be investment in, your own business or anything like that. It could just be, a regular stock investment. And perhaps you don't want to let go of any of your coin because you're holding on to them. But this opportunity could pop up, and maybe it's going to pop up at an event. It could be at a family event or a wedding or something like that that's taking place. And you could be like, oh, wow, this great opportunity is there. It could be an opportunity for a new place to live, an apartment. It could be a job opportunity. It could be a career opportunity or financial opportunity just coming to you out of the anti-cosmos. So sometimes the Ace of Pentacles can represent a small inheritance. So with the family card here as well, it could be that, you know, you realize you've got some cash coming your way, maybe from a family member. In week 2, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, rooted down by Major Arcana, the Hierophant in the upright position. The Seven of Swords in reverse is no longer avoiding dealing with a situation. Seven of Swords in the upright position can be avoidance. Simply, I don't want to deal with that person, or I don't want to deal with that situation anymore, so I'm just going to ignore it. When the card is inverted, this is where we're, you know, no longer avoiding dealing with something. So we're going to be facing something head on. Also, too, Seven of Swords in the upright position can be somebody being sketchy, trying to, you know, pull a fast one kind of thing. The little scoundrel, as I call him, in the upright position. But when the card is inverted, this is where they kind of get caught and the truth comes out. It's with the Hierophant in the upright position, Taurus energy. The Hierophant is representative of commitments. So for some of you, maybe you're no longer going to be avoiding making a commitment. It could be to a new relationship. It could be a commitment in a partnership. You know, the Hierophant just represents signing contracts. So maybe you're now finally no longer avoiding dealing with taking this opportunity. The contract could simply be something as simple as, you know, signing a lease for a new apartment or a new place to live. That could be something that you're no longer avoiding, or you're no longer avoiding taking this, you know, job offer. Maybe before it was kind of hanging around, but you didn't really know because you were trying to hold on to what you already had going on. That opportunity was just sort of floating around there, and now it's come as a reality, and you have decided no longer to avoid it. You are going to take this opportunity that's in front of you and grab hold of it. So make a commitment. Something pretty cool is going on at the beginning of the month for you, Libra. Starts off pretty good with a nice celebration, and then some kind of opportunity comes out of that celebration. So that's kind of cool. Looks like you're ready to sign a contract, to make a commitment to something, whether it be a real estate deal, whether it be a job offer, or whatever. It looks like you're going to go for it because you no longer want to avoid it. Now, in week 3, we have the Five of Wands rooted down by the Six of Cups in the upright position. Five of Wands is that he said, she said. I always call it the full moon, the week before, the full moon madness energy, where it's that week before the full moon where everybody's, you know, kind of at each other. And it's just a big time waster. It's a bunch of drama that leads nowhere after the full moon's over. Nobody cares about it anymore. So it could be a little bit of that going on. But it could also represent competition. Sometimes competition can be romantic competition. It can be financial competition. Sometimes it makes sense if you're in a competitive field and maybe you are competing for something. But other than that, it just usually represents like scrimmage where people are just having a bunch of drama. Now, the drama could be connected to the past, with the Six of Cups being there in the upright position. This is the blast from the past energy. It could be that there is drama for some of you that is somehow connected to the past, or a person from the past. Perhaps they are returning, and because of their return it causes a commotion, or there could be a commotion going on and it requires you to go back to someone from the past. Maybe you need to talk to them, or maybe they just sort of appear again in your life. But it's blast from the past in a good way when the card is in the upright position, because this is where we're remembering the past in a fond way. We have a strong connection to it. Sometimes it's known as the soulmate card. Maybe you're reconnecting with a soulmate. Sometimes this can be where we meet somebody who feels like someone from our past. So it could be a past life connection even. And the last week, you have the Seven of Cups in the upright position, rooted down by the Four of Swords reversed. Seven of Cups is checking out the options. You go right from the Six of Cups to the Seven of Cups. Perhaps you're checking out your options now for emotional fulfillment. Remember, cups represent our emotions and our feelings. So it could be that you're looking at something. Maybe you return to the past, or someone from the past sort of, makes you feel a certain way. And then you start looking at options or opportunities that you have before you. The Seven of Cups is very Neptunian energy. It can be confusing. I always say it's better to have more opportunities than none. So you do have a lot of options and a lot of opportunities. It looks like you may be sort of looking at them, but I always say go through it with a fine-tooth comb, because not a lot of all of these options are actually feasible, make sense, or would be good for you. So you really need to go through these options and pick out the one jewel that is on offer here that could bring you great emotional happiness. And it's rooted down with the Four of Swords in reverse. I think the time has come for you, Libra, to get out of the Four of Swords in the upright position energy and finally realize that you've healed from the past. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on and get back into action. Basically, the Four of Swords in reverse is all about a return to action. This is where we realize perhaps that we're healed either on the emotional front, or some of you could have been laid up physically due to not feeling well, or maybe you've been recovering from surgery or something like that. So now you are feeling much better, and it's time to get going, because you realize I have all these options and a lot of opportunities. So it seems like a strong connection here to the past, with the past card being here, and then the month starting off with the Ten of Cups, which can be a gathering, and sometimes those big gatherings can bring back people from the past, people you haven't seen in a long time, people you were once close to. So this gathering can bring somebody back, or maybe a few people back from the past, and it seems like that gets you thinking about the options that are there in front of you. So, as always, in closing, I draw two cards from the Zodiac deck. One is for love and romance, and the second is for career and finance. So let's see, love and romance. What do we have here for Libra? We have Sun in Aries, new beginnings. So this is about right on the 1st of February, maybe something significant happens in your love life. There could be new beginnings. Maybe somebody new, a new relationship is budding, because it is number 1 and new beginnings. So there could be a new relationship budding at the beginning of the month for you. Something significant could happen through an Aries, or maybe the Aries is the love interest. Or it could be that when the moon is in Aries, something significant happens in your love life. So also in closing, we are pulling for career and finance. Moon in Leo, heroism number 17. Yes. So it could be on the 17th of February, something incredible happens with your finances, career. Could be with a Leo or through a Leo, or it could be something significant happens when the moon's in Leo or on the 17th of February. So that's what I have for you, my dear Libras. So thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Other than that, I hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye for now.